how is that? I just realized I reconnected the mic. Yeah, I reset up my whole desk, so I totally forgot to change my OBS settings because I had unplugged the mic and yeah, all that fun stuff. All right, I believe we're live. So Saturdays and Sundays, I think I'm going to stay away from doing a topic. I'm just going to stick to Reddit. Saturdays and Sundays are busy for me. I'm sure they're busy for everybody. So it's going to be a shorter version. And but how's everybody doing with their goals? I mean, Saturday and Sunday doesn't mean it's a day off from writing down your goals. Is everybody writing their goals down still? Because the whole point is writing them down daily. And sometimes we slip up. Like I slipped up today and didn't write him this morning. So what I'm doing is I'm going to write him down now. Because guess what? As long as you get it done, it's better than not doing it. So even if you do it late, yes, it's preferably you do it at the beginning of your day. But, you know what they say, better late than never, right? So I am actually actively writing my goals now. And I will be done in less than 30 seconds. And I will share them with you. Oh, and I'd like to make an update on my 10 pull-ups. I made progress. I'm up to 6.5 now. So, boom, there's that. So 10 pull-ups by May 1st, 200 subs, May 25th. Funny thing about May 25th, so this is today's 3/14. I don't know why I wrote 3/13. It's definitely 3/14, and I was definitely just writing it. But let me actually fix that. Boom, there they are. I hope you're writing yours down. At least 30 days. Do it for 30 days. See what happens. 200 subs, May 25th. Funny part about May 25th, that's 100 days exactly from the day I started doing this. And that happens to be my sister's birthday, which is crazy. Goals by 3/22. Haha, fire. Yeah, this entire goal thing is awesome. Here for it nonetheless. Good now. No audio. Oh, what'd it do? What's up, Stroby? Now I got all your chat in front of my face. But yeah, you've been writing down your goals too, right? 3/22 is my birthday, but that's a whole nother subject. But yeah, so 100 days is gonna be May 25th, which lands on my sister's birthday, and it's also one day after fucking Owen's birthday. So what are the chances of that? And that was unplanned, yo. I started, you know what else is crazy? I just realized I started on Valentine's Day. And that was not planned at all. Hence the 3/22 joke. I don't get it. Where 3/20? Yeah. But I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get my goals. I need to get another short-term goal. But that's gonna be this waiting on the board is killing me, man. It's killing me. But I hope everybody else is writing. Stroby, I'm glad to hear that you're writing down your goals, and I guarantee you it's gonna have a positive benefit at the end of, it should be something you do for, like, not you, but a person does for life, including myself, and something I'm going to do for life. I just need to get into a better habit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a notebook that's better than this one, because this one doesn't have as many pages as I'd like. And I'm going to put it right on my desk with a pen that's like tied to it. I'm literally going to get something like that. And it's going to be like one of the first things I do in the morning when I make my bed. But yeah, all right, let's read some Reddit. I hope somebody's keeping up with the goals aside from Stroby and I. It will do you lots of good, amazing benefits. All right, where is my Reddit? Can you tell I moved my desk a little bit? So is it like a little bit different angle probably? I get, oh shoot, I'm sitting in the dark. Look, I got lights over here. I forgot. Is that better with the lights? Way better, right? Put one of these lights a little further back. I'm doing this like I'm on Kick and Twitch, but guess what? I am on Kick and Twitch, so I'm allowed to do it. Is that good for lighting, or is there a shadow? I feel like there's a shadow still, no? Or is this one too damn close now? It's good. Very inspiring, 100. Are you being sarcastic or are you serious? See, if I go this way, you can see my refrigerator a little bit. Can't see the shadow from the thumbnail. Can't see the shadow from the thumbnail. Of course, I'm serious, dude. That's awesome. But, all right. So, I need to figure out how to, because now if I want to move my OBS, but I know what I need to do. Hold on. Custom docs. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll get right into Reddit, Twitch. What are you on Kick, right? Kick, chat. New window. Boom, got it. All right. Jeez. All right, there we go. Am I overreacting? My boyfriend, 21. Except it doesn't look good to you. I promise I'll get this working eventually. All right. Yeah. I can't. I was trying to get the chat up on the same page as Reddit so I could have it in front of me, but there's really no good way to do it without me making it look crazy on. I could put it on this side of OBS, I guess. Sorry, once again. All right. Am I overreacting? My 21-year-old boyfriend, 21, and my boyfriend, 21-year-old male, says that I'm holding him back academically, and I feel really hurt. How the hell can you hold him back academically? My boyfriend, 21-year-old male, says I'm holding him back. This is going to be a little long and winding. Whoa, too long for us. Okay. We didn't get, too tied up into it, right? Strobe, good. Embarrass myself in front of colleagues. This is going to be good. A bit about myself. I'm usually reserved and don't start conversations unless it gets spoken to. You know what I'm talking about. I didn't even start that thread or post. It was, Anyways, I'm usually reserved and don't start conversations unless it gets spoken to. But I definitely will engage if someone started speaking to me. I don't particularly enjoy large groups, but my work requires us to travel for certain events that need socializing and networking. So I think I do fairly well with talking to strangers, albeit we are in similar field nature of work. This happened a week ago when I was at a conference for a pharmaceutical company. We had a couple of days of sessions at an out-of-state location and was at our group dinner. We stayed a little longer while having great conversations and drinks and our work experiences when one of our German speakers started a conversation with the person on my right. Was that a really long sentence or is that just me? They were not deep in the conversation yet when I interrupted them, without the slightest intention of being rude. I said, I'm sorry to interrupt your conversation, but I had recently started learning German in Duolingo, and the person to my right, this sounds like a Duolingo commercial, who our German speaker initially spoke to, said, oh, you can practice. And I said, oh, well, no, I'm still learning. And the German national just looked at me, said nothing, and confused to speak to the person to my right. Then I made eye contact with the guy sitting next to the German person. And yeah, that's it. So embarrassing. I felt What the fuck is he talking about? I felt the silence, the intentional non-eye contact by the person I tried to talk to. Then I sat there enduring another 5 minutes of other people talking around me. That's what I get for yapping too much. It's been a week and I'm still cringing. What is he talking about? Huh? And I'm still cringing and feeling physically ill thinking about it. Lesson learned. What did he do? He made eye contact? I should stay in my lane and wait for people to approach me because I'm a weirdo, I guess. Was it the alcohol? Man, I was just on my second Prosecco. I just proved to myself that coming out of the shell and starting conversations are two terrifying things I shouldn't have done. I think I'm scarred for life now. Yeah, what did you think? How'd you even consider? What? What made you think it was okay to talk or to even look at anybody in their direction? Nobody knows, Lol. I guess he tried to speak a different language and felt dumb. Yeah, I guess. And the person was confused. I feel dumb reading this shit. I'm not even responding to that. I don't even know what the hell he's talking about. I'm just going to look at my request. Oh, look, somebody replied to our comment. All right. Maybe the reason you guys work in groups is, so actually I found a nice way to phrase something. Okay, so this person was having a problem with their group project at school. And the teammates didn't want to pick a topic for the project. And he was like, I got an A in the class and I'm stressing. I need to pick the topic already. And so we only got 6 weeks on the project. So I was like, I said, yeah, the topic should have been picked within the first few days. They're actively keeping you from working on your education. Speak your mind. You're not wrong. He said, I guess I will wait for spring break to be over and I will send them a message on Monday, being like, good morning, everyone. I think we should decide our topic by today. This is what I think we should do. If somebody doesn't think we should do that, let me know. I really think we should spend the next 3 weeks doing our own individual research so that we can spend the last 2 weeks writing it. Which one? Writing it and then merging our work together. Writing it? I don't know how I didn't catch that the first time. Yeah, you remember this one? And writing it and merging our work together. I don't know, this is annoying. I'm really nervous about the rest of the paper. I have an A in the class and I'm planning to keep it that way. And this is 15% of my grade. That's legit how I always worked in teams in college, says Stroby. And I'm getting really nervous about the paper when people can't even choose the subject. Majestic. What's a majestic corner? I'm an icy chemical, so how can I judge? Maybe the reason they make you guys work, this is me now, take control then, right? Well, this is what I told her. Maybe the reason they make you guys work in groups is to see how you will do out in the real world. Really, the dilemma here is how important that 15% of your grade is to you. Is it worth making a big fuss within your group to demand what technically you'd be right for? Remember this, but not liked for. I hope that makes sense. Dmitriy Questions on YouTube explains it better. Look, when you look at this shit, when I even though I didn't really advertise any links, because I kind of advertised, look at the reach it got. 2 people. That's crazy. So actually I found a nice way, and he's one of them because he's interested, so he's going to click through. But anyways, so actually I found a nice way to phrase something and everyone responded from there. Now I have to wait for a few days till we have to check in again and figure out how to get them to talk again. Laugh my ass off. So nothing happened. So you got nothing. So you got nothing. So you got nothing, basically. I want to kind of I don't want to be, I want him to know I'm joking, or him or her. So you got nothing, basically. So they gave you nothing. So in other words, they gave you nothing. So in other words, they still haven't chose the topic. They still haven't chose a topic. Or a time to choose a topic, or time to choose a topic. The topic. Or a time to choose the topic. More energy spent posting to Reddit than just handling scenarios. Yeah, but people don't know how to handle shit. They're like, oh, what do I do? Somebody asked me for a tortilla. Oh, guess what? I'm unbanned from my main account. From Go Ahead, Fuck Around, Find Out. Whoa, I'm showing everybody my stuff. Let me close this for 1 second so I can log into my account and switch it out real quick. How do I log out of this freaking thing? Settings, log out. All right, log in. Go ahead, fuck around, find out. Is my name. There we go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Look who's back. Oh, why is it still showing you that? What the hell? There we go. Look who's back. Look who's back. Oh, not that. Oh, right there. Go ahead, fuck around and find out. We back in this bitch. All right. I mean, I think I was only banned from like 2 subreddits, but that shit was really aggravating seeing that damn thing up top. All right, let's go to new. Oh, not hot. We want new. What we got going? Going to be in Raleigh for day next week. Looking for best. DM if you want to talk or vent. No, we don't. Fight of the night so far. All right, we need to go to Dmitriy with Reddit. Or Questions Reddit. Am I overreacting to my dad's cleaner's response after he broke his femur? Probably. If you could change one rule in the world for a day, what would it be? Local, Raleigh. No. What movies do you why can our brain create? We don't want so much Ask Reddit. Why aren't we all marching to the White House from? Okay. What is a man's most dangerous enemy? His mind. What is the man's most dangerous enemy? His mind. Let's see what other people said. Modern dating, himself, her ex, himself, basically. Trying unsaid words. Nobody said his own ego. That's a good one. You're already logged in. I didn't ask to log in. What the hell? Oh, there was that. And himself. What the fuck? If you're not follow this link. Am I the asshole for telling my best friend I don't enjoy going out to crowded bars anymore? No. That shit sucks. I, 25-year-old female, have been best friends with Lily, also 25-year-old female, since we were kids. We grew up together and even lived together all 4 years of college. So she's basically family to me. She's one of the most important people in my life. Over the past couple of years, my lifestyle has changed a lot because I'm preparing to apply to medical school. And honestly, it has taken a big toll on me. I work, volunteer, and spend a lot of time studying. Hey, anybody watching, please thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Crowded, wherever you're at. Thumbs up. Crowded bars, staying out very late, bouncing between places, etc. She's also a lot more social than I am and enjoy meetings, new people, and boys when we're out. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not really my scene anymore. The issue is that when we go out in these environments together, our energy totally clashes. I end up feeling exhausted and ready to go home after a while she wants to keep the night going. I start feeling like the boring friend because I want to leave early. And then it all turns into an argument with my other friends and everyone and villainizes me. So everyone villainizes. So everyone villainizes her. Major facts. What's crazy is general consensus sucks. So if that's people's go-to, then you're just looking to validate your perception. Yeah, that's what Strobe said. I have to read that again. What's crazy is general consensus sucks. So if that's people's go-to, like going to the bar, then you're looking, it sounds like you've moved on and shifted, so let it be. No, it's like 30 seconds behind or like 45 seconds behind. Oh, sorry. It's like 45 seconds behind, right? Like from when I'm reading your stuff? Yeah, right. I know. That was the previous post. I get it. I'm not tripping. You're good. It's probably like a 30-second lag, I'm guessing. Oh, somebody else is chatting. I didn't see. AP Alan, what's up, Alan? Do you do this just to get better at streaming, or what's the goal? Yeah, that's it. Have you seen the meme clip of that kid that can't finish a sentence? I'm banned from that sub for actually an anti-natalist and advocating for abortions. And then, have you ever been to a bear festival? It's like I've been to a bear festival. It was actually amazing. In Missouri. I went to the last one. It was great. Was it like Grindr? No, I don't know. I've never seen what Grindr's like, but I don't think it was like Grindr. I didn't see any gays there. Not one. I mean, I'm sure there were secret gays. For sure secret gays, but I didn't see any open gays. There was definitely some secret gays though. I don't know. Not Alan. Yeah, Alan's on YouTube in the chat. See, Alan, I'm a pro. I got this shit running on Kick, Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. Where they do that at? Lily still loves. Well, this girl does not like going out with her friend that always goes out. Am I the asshole for telling her I don't enjoy going out to crowded bars? No. That's what you do when you're 21. You're 21 and you first. I mean, not even. Connington is for sure a guy. I'm not gonna say he's a guy with kids. I mean, if he is, he's a secret gay. Alan's being a dick. He's saying that apparently Connington's a gay. You called me gay too, though. Remember, Alan? No, that's what you do when you first turn drinking age. It's okay if that's her thing, but she can't. It's okay if that's. It's okay if that's her thing, but it's wild for her to be upset that you don't want to join. That you don't want to join. And Alan was crying last time. He was like, "You're ignoring me in the chat on YouTube. That's like banning me." Nice. Restreaming and not super shit quality. I'd say help Liz, but she's super helped and it doesn't stick. Why would I? She's been helped and it doesn't stick. Why would I help? I'm trying to help myself. Shit. All right. So, no, that's what you do when you first turn drinking age. It's okay if that's her thing, but it's wild for her to be upset that you don't want to join. You good, bro? Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm great, bro. Alan is my buddy. He's an asshole and he's a fucking dumbass, but he's my buddy. The camera's over there. I don't think he means any harm. I think he wants to sound like he means harm, but I don't think he actually means any harm. Or I don't think he is actually any harm, is what I meant to say. For refusing to land, blah, 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 Pentagon. Hey, it's RPM, not RPMS. Am I overreacting to my dad's cleaner's response after he broke his femur? And that's too many responses to be getting caught up in that shit. You've been given the power to pass one federal law. What are you passing for you not to post? Hello, everyone. I have just moved into a home that contains 3 different rent spaces, and we have our own parking spot. My boyfriend and I both have trucks, so if one is home before the other, we have to find street parking. Little backstory. When we first moved in, I parked on the street parking next to his house, but not in front of his house. He came up to me and asked me to move. I said, "Why is this not a street parking?" And he said, "My wife is coming back." And I said, "Okay, and what about that parking?" He saved the parking with his trash can. And he said, "I have 4 cars." And I said, "Okay, and he says, "Park on your own spot." Like, what? Excuse me, this is street parking. And it's illegal to save parking spots. But it's illegal. I've never heard of that. That it's illegal to save parking spots. But the parking I usually park on suddenly became available because that person, but yeah, fuck him for asking to move. If that's like for everybody's parking. Because that person had just left. So I went to go move my truck there. He says, "Thank you," but I don't say shit back because who the fuck does he think he is? Asked me to move my truck from a street parking. Anyways, they have 4 cars, but they are able to fit all 4 without needing street parking. One day, there was no parking at all, so we had to wait it out for cars to leave, and the car in front of our house did. But the neighbor moved his car on a patch of grass in front of his house, next to that street parking. So what did I do? I moved my car to that street parking next to his car parked on the grass. What a fucking asshole. Reddit is definitely a definition of first world problems, right? Like, oh my God, I had to walk 5 more feet. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is literally what these people are arguing about walking like 10 feet difference. You're right. I didn't, but like a few minutes go by and he's trying to figure out whose truck it is. tries opening my door and he slapped a note on my car saying, "Park on your own spot. You're blocking me in." Mind you, he could have already parked his car into that street parking, and he is able to get his. This person's an asshole. Yeah, they're wrong because I made sure to make that space. Later that night, my boyfriend and I went to speak to him, asking if he has a problem because multiple cars parked there with no problem. But every time I tried to, he says he doesn't remember the first time he told me to move. But his reason to park on the grass was because he was having his guest over. But wouldn't it make sense to park in the street parking and have your guest park on the grass? Like, make it make sense. No, you would park like in the shitty spot and have your guest park in a nice spot. See, this is what type of person this is. That tells you what kind of person this is. She's like, why wouldn't you put your guest in the shitty spot? Like, make it make sense. And it's not like I can read your mind and know that you have guests coming over. He says it was just respect to not come and park on that parking because he was already parked on the grass. And if someone would park there, it would make it hard to get into the car. Right. So, like, why would you park there, you dumb bitch? He then says he wants to work it out and be a good neighbor. Bullshit. We asked multiple times for solutions, but he just keeps coming up with his bullshit. He's a pastor. Sir, you shouldn't be lying to people's faces like that. God wouldn't like that. So I have to move my truck now so we can get into his car and move it into the driveway. He said, no, like, what do you want, to move it or not? I told him I won't because moving my car until Tuesday. It's a Thursday because there's no storm and I have no reason to go out. You're just being a fucking dick. You're just being a fucking dick. How much further do you have to walk if you park somewhere else? How much further do you have to walk to park somewhere else? Park somewhere else. 10, 15 feet? 10, 15 feet? Hey. What's up? Hey, so you could stay, yeah, but so I offered to move my truck. Yeah, so you're just being a dick. How much further do you have to walk to park somewhere else? 10, 15 feet? Unless there is no other parking, you're being a fucking total dick. Unless there is no other parking anywhere nearby. Just let the guy park wherever he wants, even if he is being a dick. Is it worth park wherever he wants, even if he's in the wrong? If he's in the wrong, is it worth the wrong? Is it worth the battle? Like, people just fucking ready to crash out over anything. You good, bro? Yeah, who's good? We good. You are just being a fucking dick. They're bored, dude. Right. How much further do you have to walk to park somewhere else? 10, 15 feet? Unless there is no other parking anywhere nearby, just let the guy park wherever he wants, even if he's in the wrong. Is it worth the battle? Right. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Yes, you're in the wrong. I like this subreddit. Let's read more of it. Let's tell people. We get to be the judge. This is great. Just say you want to be friends instead of starting shit over nonsense. Right. What the fuck? People are crazy. You scared Alan. He ran. As soon as you commented, he dipped. How did I get over jealousy feeling towards my boyfriend? 25. What? Am I the asshole or wrong here? Both. Am I wrong for not wanting to go to my husband's fraternity dinner? Let's see. Probably coincidence. LOL. No, I think you scared him. Oh shit. I lied. I'm not reading this one because I gotta go. It's 7:55. I know I was late today, but damn, it's a short one. 30 minutes. I got commitments that I made that I have to be at very shortly. I hope you guys are all writing your goals. I'm going to be back tomorrow between 6 and 7. Thank you for hanging out. Hey, you met your mark. Right. 32 minutes to an hour. You're right. Legit. Have a great night. Everybody too. No, I'm not here. Nothing to respond to. Oh, no, I'm here. Nothing to respond to. You're right. Thanks for hanging out, Alan. I appreciate it, bro. Drop a thumbs up. And stop being so fucking angry at everybody. There's like, I forget where the camera is. Stop being so angry and fighting with everybody, bro. If you just act normal, people will probably like, get along with you because everybody, like, you know, I guess has heard of you being an asshole. So if you like turned around and like played the good guy card, I'm serious. Like, you could win a lot of people over. No bullshit. I'm not even trying to be funny, yo. Like, is it really worth all the fucking stress and cortisol to be like fucking arguing with these fucking... Yeah, half of the bears are retards. I say that openly. Half of the bears are retards. I know. I've said that openly, and I always say that openly. But I mean, it is what it is. And then there's gonna be fucking retards, and you need the retards sometimes. It is what it is. You just gotta get that. Like, you gotta be okay with that, and not like... Yeah, not everybody sees everything, but they're not supposed to, bro. Not everybody's supposed to see everything. Yo, thank you for hanging out. Have a great night. I'm getting texts about I'm not where I'm supposed to be already. Love you all. Bye-bye. There are people like Liz and Owen Benjamin, and where being nice isn't the way... I disagree. I mean, I don't know. Right. I don't... What's the point of arguing and fighting and going back and forth? Stay right there, Alan. I'll come right back if you want to stay. If you're there, I'll be right back.